Okay lang po Kuya Oday kahit hindi na po. Evaluators po are okay to not open their comms. But yung participants na lang. Ayan. So I can see Adora, Ningning, and Miguel. JD is also opening his com. Ayan. Sige, waiting for others. So while you were opening your com, let me share my screen. Ayan. So welcome, grade 7 Rizal. So now I'm using two devices since I cannot see you on my laptop. I'm using other device so that I can see whoever raises their hands. Ayan. Am I loud and clear, everyone?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay. So for today, before we start our class, let's start with the prayer. So everyone close their eyes and feel the presence of the Lord.
Almighty God, you are the source of life. We thank you for all the blessings you have given to us. Thank you for giving us another day to learn something new. Clear our mind and help us focus. Guide us and our teacher as we study and create new learning experiences. We pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. So ayan. Ayan. Before anything else, let me introduce myself. I am your ICT teacher, Teacher Andrea. So can I see thumbs up kung kamusta ang lahat? Can I see reactions on our screen? Ayan, I can see thumbs up from Miguel, Adora, and Ningning. So with that, this is our online classroom rules. So sino pwede magbasa? Ayan, I can see hand from Miguel. Sige, Miguel, open your
Teacher. Audible po ako.
Yan, audible na.
Okay po. Online classroom rules. 1. Keep your camera on. Stay engaged and present. 2. Mute when not speaking. Avoid unnecessary noise. 3. Think before you share. Post only accurate and appropriate content. 4. Stay focused. Avoid distraction and participate actively. 5. Enjoy and have fun.
Ayan. So these are the rules for our online classroom. And if ever man na si teacher ay chachapi or natawawala yung internet, don't hesitate na sabihin agad kay teacher ha, para hindi tayo magkapaan. Okay? Can I see thumbs up kung gets? Ayan, very good. So with that, yan. For our lesson objectives, sino pwedeng magbasa ng ating lesson objectives for today? Sige, JD.
Lesson objectives. At the end of the lesson, learners will be able to identify major trends and emerging issues in ICT. B. Observes ethical use of technology strictly in navigating ICT trends and issues. And C. Evaluates the implication of trends and issues in ICT.
Ayan. So at the end of the lesson, these are the targets natin no, na ma-achieve sa discussion and even sa gagawin natin mga activities. So before that, let's have a simple icebreaker. Ayan. So for our icebreaker, this entitled This or That. So familiar ba kayo sa This or That? Ayan. Familiar? Can I see reactions? Ayan. So, for our instruction, ayan, let me read it to you. The teacher will present two different technology-related choices, and you will choose one of the two options. After choosing to the two options, you will you will try to explain briefly why you picked that choice. So, yan. Switch tayo ng screen. Kita ba ang screen, teacher?
Yes po.
Opo.
Yan. So, for our first this or that, ayan. So, virtual reality or real world? Sino gustong sumagot? You can also chat on the chat box your answer so that everyone could participate. Real world daw from Ningning. Sige, Miguel, what's your answer?
Ano po, teacher? Real world po. Kasi po
Real world.
opo, nakikita ko po kasi yung langit sa real world po. Sa virtual world po kasi hindi ko po siya nakikita.
Ayan, nakikita mo ang langit. Tama ba pagkaintindi ko?
Opo, teacher.
Ayan, sige. So let's go to our next this or that options. So our next one is AI or human interaction. Who wants to share or choose first before sharing your answer? Ayan, for Miguel again, human interaction. King, human interaction. Ningning, human interaction. Ayan, si Elijah, human interaction. Can I call Elijah? Why human interaction?
Hello po, am I audible?
Yes.
Human interaction po kasi, gusto ko po ma-feel yung physical, like, nararamdaman ko po yung isang bagay. Nafe-feel ko po, ganun.
Mas may feelings, may mas emotions. Okay, so for our next, ayan, cloud storage or physical storage?
Teacher, may
Cloud
question po
storage.
ako.
Yes.
Ano po
Miguel.
yung physical storage?
Physical storage, parang siyang physical space. Kumbaga, sa house na mas maraming storage, mas marami kang paglalagyan, ganyan.
Okay po.
Ayan, cloud storage daw. Or JD. JD, bakit cloud storage?
Kasi po, sa physical storage po, nakaka-consume talaga siya ng space sa ginagalawan. Tapos yung cloud storage po, sa lang po, sa mga device lang po siya.
Sa mga device. Okay. Sige. So let's, next. Ito, Android or iPhone. Parang feeling ko madaming mag-iPhone dito. Sige nga, patingin nga ng sagot. Ay, ayun, may nag-Android. Sabi ni Ningning, Android. Android is, akala ko iPhone na isasagot yung mali sa teacher. So, Android, mostly Android. Can I call Ningning? Why Android?
Ano po, I don't support Apple po. Tapos nahihirapan po ako sa Apple. So, mas sarili po talaga ako sa Android. So, Android lang po talaga.
Oh, okay. So, ayan, mostly Android. Okay. So, next, Facebook or Instagram? Which one do you use most? Or which one do you prefer the most? IG or Facebook? For Kane, Instagram. Elijah, Instagram. Can I call Kane? Bakit Instagram?
Instagram po kasi hindi po toxic. Yung sa Facebook po kasi
Toxic.
minsan toxic. Ganun.
Ayan. So, based sa experience niya. Okay, so I guess that's the last. Ayan, that's the last one. So, I have a few questions lang. So, sa pagpili nyo ba ng technology, nahirapan ba kayo or nadalian lang kayong pumili? Is it easy to choose between the two choices? Ayan, sige, Miguel.
Hello po. Ano po? Hindi naman po mahirap mamili po kasi po sanay na po kami dun. Nahihirapan lang po ako sa physical storage at cloud storage. Dun
Yeah,
lang po.
okay.
Pero napakadali lang po nilang pagpilian po.
Oh, okay. For JD naman, medyo mahirap po kasi pwedeng dalawa. Ayan, medyo nahirapan nga kayo na parang pwedeng both naman. Pero dahil ang instruction natin is just only one. So, my next question would be, Is there anything that you consider when you choose a technology? Sa pagpili nyo kanina sa mga choices natin, may consider ba kayo? Sige, let's call si Adora.
Teacher, para sa akin po yung kinonsider ko po kanina sa game or sa activity, kung ano po yung technology na mas convenient po sa akin.
Ayan, mas convenient sa kanya. Very good. So with that, let's have another activity. Do you guys want another activity? Gusto pa ba ng another activity? Can I see thumbs up if gusto pa? Ayan, I can see thumbs up. So let's move on to our next activity. So our next activity would be guess the logo. So ayan, feeling ko naman familiar ang lahat, tama ba? Familiar ang lahat sa ating game. So for our instructions, let me read it na lang. The teacher display a number grid on the screen. Students take turns selecting a number. Then, whenever they choose a number, it reveals a hidden app or logo. The students who picks the number must guess the app's name and explain its function to the class. So basically, you just need to guess the logo and explain the function of its logo. Based on your understanding lang, don't need to be the exact function. Okay. So, ito ang ating mahiwagang. Nakikita po ba?
Yes po,
Okay, I
teacher.
can see reactions. Ayan. So, let's start. Who wants to go first? You need to choose a box. Sinong gustong unang mamili? Ayan, I can see hands from Ningning. Sige, Ningning, what number do you like to open?
Number 4 po.
Number 4. Ayan. Are you familiar with this
Hindi po.
logo? Hindi kayo familiar.
Hindi po.
So, ayan, other hands, meron pa bang familiar sa logo na to? Ayan, I can see hands from Miguel.
Wala lang po, teacher. Kahoot po ba yan, teacher? Kahoot?
Again?
Kahoot po?
Kahoot, hindi po.
Kahoot.
Sige, other guess? Okay, I guess walang familiar sa logo na to, no? But since we are online, I am giving you the opportunity to check sa internet what logo is this one. Okay? Since online tayo, let's grab the opportunity na may access tayo. Sige, JD, let's try JD.
Ano po, sabi po dito sa internet, ano po siya, Kaspersky po. Ano po siya, VPN, tas antivirus po siya.
What's the name of the application?
Kaspersky.
Casper's Skies. Very good. So, ayan, this is used for?
Ano
Again,
po,
JD, this is used for?
antivirus po, tas VPN din.
Yes, antivirus. Sige, who wants to do next? Who wants to choose a box? Ayan, meron ba tayong volunteer or I will call? Ayan, see? Sige, let's try Kane. Kane, you want to try?
Number 2 po.
Number 2. Ayan, Kane. What logo is this?
Hindi po familiar.
Hindi rin familiar. Sige, who wants to help Kane? Meron bang nakakaalam ng logo na to? Ayan, Elijah.
Ano po, JavaScript po.
Java, tama. So what's the function of Java, Elijah?
Hindi ko po sure. Naalala ko lang po sa PC po yung name.
Ayan. So Java is used for anyone? Meron bang nakakaalam? Or sira na tayo? Ayan, let's see if may nag-chat sa chat box. Java, Java rice daw. Gutom na ata si Miguel. Ayan. So this one is used for coding. When you do coding, most of people use this app. So sige, let's have the next one. Who wants to try or who wants to choose another box? Sige, let's have Miguel.
Number 5 po, teacher.
Number 5. Okay, what's this logo?
Ano po? ChatGPT po.
ChatGPT. Tumatawa si Miguel. So Miguel, what's the use of ChatGPT?
Marami po, teacher. Pwede ka po mag-prompt po sa kanya. Like kung ano po yung gusto mo pong gawin. Like pwede po sa coding, sa picture po, sa mga assignment nyo po. Pero po dapat, sabi po dun, use responsibly po.
Yeah, so it's used for different types of activity. It could help us to our assignments, to our codings, even the pictures that we need to analyze. Sige, let's move on to the next one. Who wants to try? Who wants to choose a box? Ayan, meron ba tayong volunteer alcohol? Sige, let's try si Adora. Adora, you want to choose a box?
Number 3 po, teacher.
Number 3. Ayan. So, Adora, what's the name of this logo?
I think CapCut po.
CapCut. Very good. So, sa tingin mo, ano ang function ng CapCut?
Ano po siya? Yung pinaka-function niya po, I think is pang-edit po ng mga videos po.
Yes, it's used for editing videos, and even pictures. So, for our last one, sige, who wants to guess this logo? Can I call? Ayan, si JD. JD, you want to try?
Ano po, teacher? Yung logo po na ano, di ba?
Ito,
Ano
I'll open the number 1.
Okay. Ano po? Google Classroom po. Ano po? Ayun po
Google
yung
Classroom.
ginagamit po sa ng mga teacher pang submit namin ng mga assignment.
Yes, very good. So Google Classroom is used as online learning application, no? So with that, ayan, nahulaan nyo naman, no? Lahat ng, though yung iba hindi kayo familiar, it's okay. So for now, I have questions lang. So while doing the guess the logo, nadalian ba kayo na hulaan ko ano yung logo na meron tayo? Is it easy for you to guess what's the logo and its function? Sige, alcohol. Ayan, Adora. Adora, where's Adora? Ayan, Adora, is it easy for you to guess the logo?
Medyo nahirapan po. Kasi out of 5, parang 2 or 3 logo lang po yung familiar ako.
Yun, out of 5, dalawa ay 3 logo lang. Sino pang gustong sumagot? Mag-share ng opinion. Ayan, sige. Ayan, si Elijah. Elijah, is it easy for you to identify the logo and its function?
Yung iba po, same with Ano po, Adora po, yung parang tatlo lang po ata yung familiar po ako doon kasi like katulad po ng Google Classroom tsaka ng CapCut. Since pandemic pa po before, like nagagamit na po siya or pinapagamit na po siya sa amin ng mga teacher. So, medyo familiar na po ako kung paano siya gamitin. Pero unlike po dun sa parang JavaScript and yung mga pang coding po, yun po yung hindi pa po ako familiar.
Okay. So makikita talaga natin na some logos are familiar to you and some are not. And even some logos are very sa sobrang familiar na sa inyo, alam niyo na yung functions niya. So, why is it important to understand the purpose or yung function ng isang application kapag ginagamit natin? Bakit ba importante na malaman natin yung use niya o yung purpose niya? Ayan, I can see hands from Miguel.
Hello po, teacher. Base po sa kaalaman ko po, teacher, kailangan po natin siya malaman para magamit din po natin siya ng tama. Kasi po, katulad po ng ChatGPT po, ng CapCut, ng Google Classroom, para mas tawag po doon, may sabi po kasi yung nakaraang teacher namin, tawag po doon utilize po. Dapat
May utilize.
utilize po natin yung mga app po na nagagamit po natin.
Ayan, tama, no? So that we could utilize yung application na ginagamit natin based on its purpose. Okay. So, yung sa mga ginagamit niyong application, how this activity affect yung nalaman niyo na yung some purpose and yung application, meron bang epekto ito sa inyo or realization sa inyo kapag ginagamit niyo yung applications or online platforms na ginagamit niyo? Ayan, I can see hand from JD.
Teacher, ako po, na-realize ko na pag alam mo po yung gamit ng mga nasa logo kanina, mas magagamit mo po siya ng responsable, hindi po makakasakit siguro po natin.
Ayan, pag alam mo yung tamang paggamit ng isang technology, mas nagiging responsible.
Opo.
Tama, no? Kasi once we know yung purpose na or function ng isang bagay, mas nagiging responsible tayo sa paggamit nito. So with that being said, ano sa tingin nyo yung behavior or characteristic na dapat meron tayo whenever we use application or even online platforms? So tingin nyo, what are the characteristics that we should possess whenever we use online platforms or online applications? Sige, let's use this. Ayan, sige, let's have another one since si Adora ay nakasagot na kanina. Ning.
Po. Can you repeat the question po?
Ayan, so our question is, what do you think the characteristics that we should possess whenever we use online platforms or online application? Ano yung mga dapat character na meron tayo kapag gumagamit tayo ng online application?
Po. For me po, feeling ko kapag gagamit po tayo ng online application po, kailangan po natin maging careful po.
We need to be careful.
Kasi po, parang if mali lang po yung click natin, baka baka ma-download natin, magawa natin, or ma-type po natin. So, kailangan po natin maging careful.
Ayan, tama na. We need to be careful sa paggamit ng online application. Sige, meron ba bang ibang sagot? Okay, let's roll this one. Ashley.
Absent po si Ashley.
Oh, Ashley is not present. Sige, let's call another one. Si Ray.
Absent din po si Ray, teacher.
Absent din si Ray. Sige, si JD kanina pa. Maybe we could have Kane.
Teacher, I think po, dapat magkaroon po tayo ng ethics po when using technology po para, hello?
Sige, we need to have ethics or be ethical.
Yes po, para po, katulad po ng sinabi ni JD na para po maging responsable tayo tsaka magkaroon ng fairness po at maprotektahan yung rights natin sa information po or
Ayan.
sa platform.
Oo, no, tama. So dapat we need to be ethical. So we know kung tama pa ba or nasa right path pa ba tayo? Are we fair? Are we responsible enough? Are we careful enough whenever we use digital platforms or online application? So paano ba nakakatulong sa inyo yung mga application na to sa pag-aaral nyo? How does this application help you? Yung mga madalas na ginagamit like Zoom, Google Meet, ChatGPT, paano siya nakakatulong sa pag-aaral? Sige, we have Ningning.
Once nagpapadali po siya ng task, so kunyari po sa Zoom, instead of mag-meet po face-to-face, pwede na lang po Zoom na lang po kung nasa bahay po tayo mag-meeting po.
Ayan, no, mas napapadali yung pag-aaral. Kumbaga, if kailangan ng online, we can be online para we don't need to go to school. So for our last questions, now, what will you do when you encounter a new app or online tool in the future? Kunwari may bagong na-invent na application sa future, ano kaya yung una niyong gagawin? Sige, JD.
Ano po, teacher, katulad po nung sinabi ko kanina, aalamin ko po muna yung purpose ng bagong application po, bago ko po, gamitin. Ngayon po.
Tama. So, dapat alam natin yung purpose na. So, very good kayo dyan. I hope nag-enjoy kayo sa ating mini activity. So, with that, we will go to our discussion. Ayan. Kita pa bang screen ni teacher? Am I still audible? Can I see thumbs up? Ayan. And kung nandito pa lahat sa Zoom, can you chat 1 sa ating chat box? If ready na makinig for our discussion. Ayan, I can see Ningning, Elijah, JD. Ayan, keep it going. So, ayan. So, for our topic for today, we have trends and issues in ICT. So, ano ba nga ba yung mga trends and issues na meron tayo sa ICT? So, let's start with, ayan. Let's start by defining what is trends. So, anyone who wants to read? Oh, sige, let's call ayan, si Adora.
Ayan. In ICT, Information and Communication Technology,
Naglag ba siya or
Nag-log po siya, teacher.
ayan, naglag siguro
Pwede
siya.
ako na lang po.
Okay, sige, JD.
Trends. An ICT, Information and Communication Technology. Trends refers to the latest developments, innovations, and changes in technology that shape how people communicate, access information, and use digital tools. These trends influence businesses, education, and everyday life.
Ayan, so trends are the latest developments that influence business, education, and everyday life. Na? So now let's define issues. So yung issues, let me read it na lang. Issues refer to the problems, challenges, or concern related to the use of technology. So basically, issues are the problems that arise in a specific technology or application that We have. So for our first trends, we have educational technology. So, sino gusto magbasa? Sige, Miguel.
1. Educational technology. Educational technology refers to the use of digital tools, software, and devices to improve teaching and learning. It combines technology and education to make learning more engaging, accessible, and effective. Example, online quizzes, AI tutor like ChatGPT.
So, ayan. So, educational tools, these are the digital tools or educational technology. These are the digital tools or devices that we use for our educational purposes like online quizzes, AI tutors, or ChatGPT. So, for that, ano nga bang issue no, ng educational technology? So, ang issue dito is too much screen time can be distracting. So, di ba, minsan, kapag gumagamit tayo ng technology, kunwari nag-aaral tayo, we have this, we need to search for something. Ang nangyayari madalas, hindi na tayo nagsasearch, di distract na tayo, napupunta na tayo sa ibang applications, or di kaya naglalaro na tayo. So, these are just the major issue na makikita natin um, sa technology, learning technology. So, if meron pa kayong maisip na issue or may alam kayo na issue na applicable for this, don't hesitate na i-chat sa chat box natin so that I could recognize. Okay? So, let's move on to our next. Ayan, online learning. Sige, let's call Kane since nag-raise hand siya kanina.
Online learning. Online learning is a method of education where students use the internet to access lessons, materials, and activities instead of learning in a traditional classroom. Example of this is Google Classroom and Zoom lessons.
Zoom lesson. Is what we're doing right now is an example of online learning?
Yes po.
Yes, so this is an example of the online learning. So online learning, it is where we use applications for substitute for a face-to-face learning. So our issue for this online learning, not all students have internet access. So basically, may mga places tayo na hindi kayang magkaroon ng internet access like sa provinces, ganyan. So, ito yung major issue ng online learning na until now, the DepEd is trying to have solution for this. So, let's move on. Social media and communication. Who wants to read? Sige, Elijah.
Number 3, social media and communication. Social media refers to online platforms where people can connect, share information, and communicate with others. It has changed the way we interact, making communication faster and more accessible. Example, Messenger Kids, Google Meet.
So, ayan, social media and communication. So, madalas natin itong ginagamit na, lalo na ang Messenger. So, we use it to communicate with our loved ones or even to our classmates that far from us. So, for our issues na meron dito is, ayan, cyberbullying, privacy concerns, and fake news. So, cyberbullying is super evident in terms of online, in terms of social media, no? Kasi sa Facebook, madami tayong nakikita cyberbullying. And yun nga kanina, di ba sabi niyo, we need to be careful, we need to be responsible sa paggamit ng social media. So dapat we apply those characteristics whenever we use social media. So we could avoid this issue. So let's move on for our next. Ayan, coding and programming. Who wants to read? Sige, Ningning.
Coding and programming are the process of giving instruction to a computer to perform specific tasks. They are used to create software, apps, websites, and games. Examples are students can create their own games.
Ayan, so coding and programming, these are the computer platforms na ginagamit to make websites, to make games, or even software or applications. So for issues sa coding and programming, we have, ayan, not all schools have computers for coding practices. When you turn grade 9 or grade 10, you might encounter the subject coding. But the problem is, yung school ba, or yung ibang school or our school is capable to cater all the students, no? To have practice the coding. Yes, Prince Gerald.
Teacher, you only have 5 minutes remaining. Thank you.
Okay. So ayan, sige, bilisan na natin. For cybersecurity and online safety, so this is a practice of protecting computers and networks. For online safety naman, ito yung example of online safety is yung pag gamit natin ng strong password, yung may underscore, may capital, or may iba't ibang elements, no? Ayan. So for our issue, we have online scams and data privacy risk. Kapag meron tayong hindi magandang, pag mababaw lang yung password natin, madalas na hahack, di ba? So for digital creativity, let me make it explain it in an easy way. So digital creativity, it is when we use digital applications for making animations, website, or videos. Mostly ginagamit ito ng mga vloggers, yung gumagawa ng reels, yan, ganyan. Ayan, sa sobrang creative nila, kaya nilang gawing fake news yung isang original news. That's the issue. So for gaming and VR, this is a video games on the devices like computers for gaming, and for VR, this is the visual reality. For example, field trips to museum. So nagpapakita lang ng videos. Then doon natin parang tinitingnan na para tayong nasa mismong place through video. So ang issue natin, ayan, gaming addiction or violent content. Ayan, sa sobrang addict niya sa paglalaro, yung mom niya sinubuan na siya sa computer shop. So sana hindi tayo umabot sa ganyan, ano? Ayan, dalawa tayong time, we cannot watch the video. So for our last one, assistive technology. So for assistive technology, ito ay ginagamit ng mga students with disabilities so that they could perform tasks that difficult for them or impossible for them to do by their own. So for example, is text-to-speech apps for visually impaired students. So our issue for this is not all schools have this tool. So ito yung sad reality na meron tayo na kung baga hindi lahat ng school is able to provide yung needs ng kanilang mga students. So with that, let's have a short activity for this. So ayan. Let me stop my screen first. Ayan. So at least 2 students, no, that will play or join our activity. So for our instruction, through presented real-world ICT ethical scenarios such as AI content and data privacy, each student will be assigned in one scenario with the help of TOSCOIN and need to have a stance and justify. So for our, sinong gusto mag-volunteer to do this activity? One student only. Ayan, meron bang gusto mag-volunteer? Sige, si Miguel. Miguel, I'll let you choose since we don't have enough time. I'll let you choose if you want scenario 1 or scenario 2. For our scenario 1, we have AI-generated assignments, innovation, or academic dishonesty. For our second scenario, we have screenshot as evidence. Is it fair on invasion of privacy?
Scenario 2 po, teacher.
This one.
Yes po.
Okay, sige. So your case is a student take a screenshot of a private chat and shares it to prove that someone was spreading false information. The accused student says this is a violation of their privacy. Is it ethical to use private chat screenshot as evidence against someone? Why or why not?
Ah, may answer po dyan, teacher. Pwede po ba both? Kasi po, pwede po silang magkasuhan dalawa. Kasi po, kung mali po yung ginagawa nung nasa messenger, pwede din po siyang makasuhan dahil po sa pag, tawag doon, pag-a-accuse or paggagawa po nila ng mali. Like, cyberbullying na po yung ginagawa po nila. Then po, pwede rin pag din naman po sa kasama po nila sa GC po kunwari, pwede rin po nila kasuhan po yun ng anong pong tawag doon, yung parang Invasion of the Data Privacy Act of
Invasion of it.
2012 po.
Yes.
Opo, pwede po silang dalawang magkasuhan po doon, teacher.
Time is up na
Ayan.
po, teachers. Congratulations.
Ayan. Thank you so much for everyone who participates. Ayan. So, let me stop my screen. Ayan. Thank you so much for participating. So, before kayo mag-leave, let's have a photo opportunity. And can I ask Sheldon? Sheldon, can you take a screenshot? Ayan, thank you po so much. Ayan, sige, smile tayo, guys. Para ba ito full screen? Ayan. Sige, 1, 2, 3, smile. Ayan, thank you so much. So, ayan, for my participants, pwede na po kayong mag-leave ng Zoom and I will contact you na lang po. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much. Ayan, wala na sila. Ayan, thank you so much po. Ayan, siguro pwede na tayo mag-start for our evaluation starting with, ayan, sino po bang gusto mag-start sa ating tatlong ICT major? Ayan, si Justine na lang daw. Sige po. Thank you so much.
Hello, rinig ako?
Yes po, audible, clear.
Wait lang. Punta lang ako doon sa continue and avoid. Continue, madaming continue. Una, yung sa simula pa lang, confident ka na agad. Ramdam din yun ng students. Tapos, yung sa unang activity mo, yung instruction mo rin, nasabi mo sa kanila na malinaw. Binasa mo agad siya, and absorb agad ng mga bata kasi nakita natin na participative yung mga bata kahit online. Kasi di ba expect natin na pag online, ang participation ng mga bata makukonti kumpara sa face-to-face. Kung pag online, tinatamad na sila. So ito, sa online na to, para ka lang din nasa classroom. Ganun ang naging setup. Yun, set mo yung mood. Yung mood mo simula nung magsimula ka sa magsimula yung time mo hanggang sa end. Ganon. Tapos yung icebreaker, related din siya sa lesson. Kasi nagkaroon na siya ng idea. Tapos para yung sa processing questions naman, madali din lang nasagot. Nakompleto mo yung 6, tapos may mga sumasagot na rin agad after ng tanong. Kasi tinatranslate mo siya from English to Tagalog. Goods din yung ganon. Para mas maunawaan ng bata. Kasi ganon ang pagtuturo ng TLE. Taglish siya. Tapos, yung kanina, sinabi mo, type 1, kung yung sa learners, sinecheck mo sila kung nandito pa ba sa Meet or basta ganon. Okay din. Continue yung ganon. Ang avoid mo, isa lang ang nalagay ko. Mahaba yung energizer. Kasi 5 siya, di ba? 5 siya. Siguro pag ganon, kahit gawin mo na siyang 3. Pwede na yung ganon. Tapos, yung feedback mo rin sa mga students, kada sagot, okay din yun. Dapat talaga may feedback tayo. Tapos, tumatawag ka rin ng random na students pag halimbawa may nagre-raise hand, tapos alam mo na umuulit na siya, nagtatawag ka na ng iba. Okay yung ganun. And yun lang. Congratulations.
Thank you so much po. Ayan, sino pong gustong sumunod?
Ayan, am I audible po?
Apo.
Ayan, so first of all, congratulations din kay teacher. So, start na lang muna ako sa good. May list ako dito. First is goods na pinabasa yung objective. So, tama yun. And second is yung pagbibigay ng feedback. So, very timely ang feedback ni teacher and nabibigay agad. Also, clear din yung boses ni teacher. So, isa yun sa plus points. And then, maganda rin yung use of apps. So, tama yung pagkagamit ni teacher, especially dun sa Roleta. Nakabawas siya sa time. And, ayun, yung sa activity ng dulo, although na-cut siya, for me, it's very insightful and nakasa talaga yung critical thinking ni students. So, sa to improve naman, isang error na lang siguro yung babaggitin ko. Yung sa content lang siguro. Although tama naman yung sa lesson plan, yung sa Java na logo, ang nabanggit ni learners kanina ay JavaScript daw siya, pero magkaiba yung Java versus JavaScript na logo. And ayun lang naman. Ay, yung isa rin pala sa lesson plan na nabasa ko yung sa CapCut. Medyo typo lang, misspell lang sa CapCut. And ayun lang, congratulations.
Thank you po. And so for my last evaluator.
Hello po. So, uh, first of all, yung commendable yung TELP na ginamit. Sa aming mga ICT, talagang yung lesson plan na ginagamit namin is TELP. So, upon checking, tama yung structure. Hindi mo kailangan talagang detailed doon. So, you just list down. So, correct yung TELP mo. That's commendable. Second, yung topic mo is also aligned in matatag curriculum. Chinek ko siya accurate. Nasa quarter 1 siya. So, yeah. Second one, you give feedback to your learners kapag nagsumasagot sila. That's a good thing. We acknowledge them. And then, you quickly clarifies yung mga questions nila. Then, commendable din yung mga technology tools na ginamit mo. Most of those tools, ginagamit din namin siya. And ganoon talaga, when you're teaching ICT, classroom setup man siya, dapat ganun karami yung technology tools. Ayan. Then, values is integrated. Doon pa lang sa questions mo sa mga activity, nakita ko na agad yung konsepto ng values. So, talagang pinaparecite mo sila, tapos doon pa lang nagkakaroon na sila ng reflection about ethical. So, that's a good thing. Sa avoid naman, there are times na very short lang yung feedback mo kay learners. Sa teacher's input, napaka-importante na lalaliman natin yung binibigay na answer ni learner. So, may time doon na sabi mo lang, so dapat alam natin yung purpose, ganun lang yung feedback mo kay learners, pero dapat mas bibigyan pa natin siya ng lalim. Yon. Tapos, at the end of the activity, napaka-importante na we synthesize kung ano yung ginawa natin, what's the purpose of the activity, so that malalaman ng mga learners kung ano yung ginagawa natin. Ganon. Then, sa mastery din ng content, nakita ko rin yon na, kasi sa ICT, napaka-importante ng mastery. Kapag hindi mo alam yung sinasabi mo, talagang makikita siya ng mga learners kasi it's a skill ang ICT. So, small detail lang naman, pero overall, napakaganda ng iyong demo teaching and very commendable. So, mas marami yung mga continue kesa sa avoid. So, congratulations.
Ayan, thank you so much po. And for last one po, fourth year VE student, Kuya Odaiko.
Hello. Rinig ako. Hello.
Yes po, Kuya.
Okay. Lumabas muna ako ng room. Ang ingay kasi sa loob. Tapos na kasi mag-exam yung mga bata. Anyway. Ay, wait. Naiwan ko notebook pa. Wait lang. Inaan niyo muna boses niyo kasi ako nag-exam pa sa kabila. Ayan, hello, sorry, I am back. Ayan, okay. So sa LP, ito yung mga na-observe ko sa LP since currently naka-deploy tayo. Ayan. Sa processing question, may mga questions ka na masyadong leading. Gaya no, number 4, kung saan mo ini-integrate yung pagiging ethical. Siguro mas maganda kung hindi pagiging ethical yung values to be developed mo kasi masyado siyang malalim para sa grade 7. Lumabas na kanina yung pagiging responsible. Pwede na sana yon. Although for me lang ha, pwede na sana yon kung tapos i-connect ko na lang yung pagiging ethical kaso hindi po siya na-connect kanina. Which is okay lang naman kasi hindi naman tayo ICT major gaya nila sir na andito ngayon. Yung sa content proper naman, puro issues lang yung naipakita mo, walang trends. Although trends yung sa ChatGPT, yung paggamit ng ganon, pero issue lang kasi yung pinaka na-highlight mo sa example. So, medyo pwede tayo mag-improve doon sa pagbibigay ng example. Sa objective pala, saan lumabas yung objective number 1 mo? Like anong activity ba siya? Sa anong activity siya motivation? Main activity? Saan siya lumabas?
Main activity po.
Okay, sige. Ano pa ba? Okay, sige. Sa mismong demo naman, siguro sa voice, lagyan natin ng excitement. Kasi kanina sinabi mo, I hope nag-enjoy kayo pero walang excitement sa tono ng boses mo. Kaya lagyan natin ng excitement pagka mag-feedback ng ganon. And then, sa this or that, I found it boring, sorry, sa this or that na activity. Medyo boring siya for me. Hindi siya magandang motivational activity. Maganda yung integration mo nung technology, yung integ mo sa motivation and sa main activity. Siguro isip pa ng better activity para mapukaw talaga yung attention ng mga bata and maka-activate natin sila. Sa din, sa Android or iPhone, nagulat ako kasi biglang Sige. Sorry, tinawag ako ng bata. Sa Android or iPhone, kasi medyo naguluhan ako ba't biglang pumasok yung dalawang physical na pinapapili mo since kino-compare mo kanina ay kunwari iCloud pati physical storage. Parang digital at physical kasi kino-compare mo kanina tapos biglang kanina dalawang physical naman tapos dalawang digital. So medyo na-confuse ako doon. Hindi ko sure kung okay lang ba yun sa ICT majors natin or ano. Pero sa akin medyo nalito ako. Tapos sa pagsabi or sa pag-feedback sa mga bata, pagka mali yung sinagot nila, encourage pa rin natin sila. Kunwari, kanina may namali ng sagot. Pwede nating sabihin, okay, thank you for trying, ganyan. Encourage natin sila para hindi sila ma-down pagka nalaman nilang mali yung sagot nila. And then, medyo kabado ka, napapansin ko kanina, medyo tense or siguro sa boses mo lang yun talaga, pero medyo tense yung ganap kanina, no, lalo na sa motivation, which is very understandable naman. Sa logos, medyo unaware yung mga bata since grade 7 nga sila. Ano bang asahan nila? Hindi naman sila nag-JavaScript sa grade 7 since iba ang TLE nila. Siguro try sa grade 7 learners. Ano pa ba? So be ethical, okay naman na. Question number 4 sa processing questions, okay naman na. Siguro ang recommendation ko lang, as much as possible, yung content mo, lagi mo siyang kukunin sa sa main activity mo. Para hindi maging teacher-centered yung discussion mo kanina. Although pinapabasa mo siya sa mga learners, hindi kasi siya sapat. Mas maganda kung manggagaling lahat or mas maganda kung manggagaling yung content mo sa students para naiintindihan din nila sa sa sarili nilang way yung content na tinuturo mo. Other than that, nakita ko naman na yung improvement kasi nanood din ako ng mga demo nyo nung first term. Nakita ko naman na yung improvement, and pagka tinuloy-tuloy mo pa siya, feeling ko naman mag-i-improve ka pala.
Thank you so much po. Super appreciate ko lahat ng time and effort na binigyan niyo sa akin for today. And even kay Kuya Dai ko na may class pa, Kuya, thank you so much. And to those ICT majors na, ayun nga, may major performance daw kayo, but yung time na binigay niyo pa din, thank you so much po. Ayan, hope to see you sa campus. Thank you. You can leave the meeting na po.